Dustin Rhodes and Jeff Jarrett have both re-signed with AEW. Both have stated they want to finish out their in-ring careers with AEW. I presume that Tony Khan, with the increased rights fee, I think he's getting like a check for $3.5 million a week now, so he might as well break out the purse strings, or open the purse. He must be paying him incredibly handsomely to stick around. Now, we've got a video, we're not going to watch it, but it's very briefly, Jeff Jarrett said he wasn't just here to, capture a belt again, not a trios title or a tag title. He was here for the AEW World title. That's quite a statement from Jeff, considering how badly Adam Page beat him up not too long ago.
Well, they got to do something with Jeff. They hadn't done anything really with him since the whole time he's been there. They pushed him a little bit when his wife came in, Karen. But there's still some money with that guy, I think. So,
what would you do with Jeff? I mean, he's in his late 50s. I mean, would you make him world champion? Could you build him to that point?
Again, I would come up with a story for him. I don't know what the story what I would have right now. But this is where they need to build on his history and his ancestry and build it up to see where they can. And you can feel the momentum of it as you go along. But I think they'd have to do a lot of repair work on Jeff to even get him to the point that the people take him that seriously.
I've got an idea.
Is he still with that group, with Sanjay and all that?
Yes, he's still with the exact same group he has been for years. Okay. They don't ever really do much with them. They will do.
What does Sanjay do there? He's an agent.
Am I going crazy? I thought Sanjay Dutt was an agent, but for WWE. Am I going nuts?
He was, and then he jumped over.
I see.
Now you got agents jumping over. Now Jeff, he's what is his main job?
He was, I believe, and he was with WWE doing the same thing. I think he was doing like live events. I think he was doing live event promotion, but AEW don't really do any.
Not for long. He didn't do live events for WWE for long.
No, then he moved to AEW, I guess, for roughly the same thing, and then they just don't do any live events, or very few.
Well, they're doing more now. I've read it looked like they had a whole month of live events booked. So I don't know how many he's going to handle, but
I suspect that Jeff wouldn't have been a good fit to return to WWE, but I honestly thought that Dustin Rhodes, Dustin Runnels would have done, because they did really good business when Cody and Dustin had their, brief feud, their bloodletting match and everything like that. It was very well received. And I always sort of assumed that Dustin would finish out his career in WWE. Are you surprised that he hasn't?
I am a little bit. Because I do think there's a little bit of a run there between him and Cody still. Because is the story told or not? Cody went there, remember, to tell the rest of the story. And when he won the championship, is that the rest of the story? And Dustin could come in, and I think they could, if they thought about that, because both of them are known since they made this big run off Dusty's name anyway. I think Dustin would fit right in. So all you got to do is just sit down and say, guys, we need to figure out something between Cody. They could do a deal, if he's going to lose that title back to The Rock or something, then, they could get Dustin involved in that, make him the reason that he loses. So the belt reverts over to Rock, which is where they want it. But in the meantime, he leaves Cody with a story with his brother. And how long they signed contracts for? What do they sign guys for? Still 3 years?
Yeah, I guess it's 3 years. I think some of the contracts were up to 5 years at one point as well. But it's going to be a 3-year minimum, I would suggest. Just because you asked before, Jeff Jarrett's currently AEW's Director of Business Development. So not specifically with house shows and AEW.
What's that mean?
I don't know. Gets a nice name tag, and he might even get an office somewhere.
That is.